Hello guys, and welcome to a new Steel Division video today by me, Vulcan. Today I have for you a 4 versus 4 on Odon, and in this one I'm going to be playing with the 3rd Armoured. On my team today I have Yag Kira and Mystical Walrus, who are playing the 1st Panzer, 15th Infantry Scots and the 101st Airborne. And on the Axis side we have Death Charge Ninja 1, Afghanistan and Luck, who are going to be playing the 1st SS, 91st Luftlander, 716th and 1st SS respectively. Now we're going to have to get some troops down sooner than later, so let's go ahead and grab a couple mortars. I think I'm going to do a double mortar start plus an M4A1. Afghanistan memeing about there, love it. We'll go ahead and push one of these half tracks behind the trees there. I might actually put it on this road. That would make a lot more sense. And we're also going to have another M21. Maybe go for here, or I guess I could also have that behind the same tree line. For the M4A1, I might just have it next to it. We'll grab an armoured leader to go with them, and then we're just going to need a few infantry squads that can spread out and take land. So we will take the right side there, we will try and push one up as far as we can, and I'll push one to the left side. I mean, all of those infantry would be better off on the left road, but I don't really have time to change them. We can probably move 2, that'll do. Right, next thing I need to do is get scouts. With the 3rd Armoured, they do have pretty low income in Phase A, so unless you go for like a double M4A1 start, you should probably play defensively and wait until you get the extra points in Phase B and Phase C. Like the Phase C is really good because like 150 points per minute allows you to buy like all of the M4A376s, and honestly the M4A376 is one of my favorite tanks in the game. It's really, really good. Now the other thing that I might want to invest in for the center here is a couple of AT guns, but I've decided to engage with the M4A1 at the start of the game. We could also invest into a fighter possibly to stop ourselves getting bombed, but the double mortar strategy definitely requires recon, so that's what we're going to be going for next. We can afford these 3 scouts, so that's what we're going to be bringing in. I'm going to slightly adjust where I'm taking them, and that should be fine. Yeah, we're good. This half track is just going to unload the infantry here. We're going to have this command be responsible for these 2 mortars and the M4A1. And we'll get the armoured rifles into that position there. Need to be a little bit worried about this 232. I could actually move the M4A1 to the left to try and take that out. I'm a little bit worried here. Let's just unload. Yeah, that was a 232. It's going to get killed, and we'll just tell those guys to chill out for now. That is fine. Let's get both the mortars on target there onto the Volksdeutsche. Nice. Right, we're going to need some infantry just to hold this right side.
Nothing to report.
Okay.
This is where you get off. Chariot awaits, sir.
There is a Stug, it's trying to sneak up into range of my M4A1, but I'm not going to let that happen. I'm going to move it over to the right side. Right, time to unload the scouts and get them into position. And these ones can start walking over to the left side here. Shouldn't be spotted unless there's recon, so I should be able to walk across the open. We do have a 51% territory lead. It looks like Mystical is getting a breakthrough here against the Osttruppen of Afghanistan. The 716th doesn't usually do too well into the 101st, so you can see that taking place there.
I have
Let's move the M3A1 out into
Taxi ready.
side here. We'll get this half track to do it as well. We can pin those down in the open.
Taxi ready.
Lovely.
Moving out. Careful. Enemies nearby. Do you have a target, sir?
I don't think the Stug's going to be able to get in range. We should be fine.
Captain. Yes, sir. We'll reposition the guns there, sir.
Time to hit the MG42.
6 rounds. Over.
And we'll put the M3A1 into cover again.
Guys, ready for battle.
Just fall back from there. Out of range to hit that mortar, but if I
Fire.
fire like so, that might get the job done. Okay, an M8 Scott would be good, so that we can kill infantry at distance.
Nothing to report.
And that armoured rifle is certainly taking a long run.
Backwards.
And there goes the half track, that's unfortunate. We are losing a little bit of ground, but it's okay. We can see ground as the third armoured early on.
If there are crops out there, we'll find them. 10-4, good buddy. Yes, sir.
Yes, there's plenty of recon against us. But I've got to find a way to take care of these Stugs. It's mainly going to come down to phase B. I don't really have any way of really dealing with them.
Scouts,
It's
at your
pretty
orders.
unfortunate.
Smash the entire area. Scouts, at your orders. We're taking heavy
And those
fire.
scouts have been spotted. Somehow.
Germans ahead. Do you have a target, sir? We're under fire. 10 degrees up. Fire. Reporting for duty.
That is fine.
Move. But watch for him.
Like I want to move around the corner here, but I can't really afford to. It really sucks. Because the M4A1 won't win against a Stug. I guess the only other choice we have is like triple AT gun. Just like straight up.
Я не немец, не стреляй.
Move the Scott across as well and take shots with that.
We're under fire. 10 degrees up. Fire. We're operational.
Okay, that 6-pounder failed. And let's make sure we have armored leader come in here. And I'm going to have to make sure that I've got command as well.
Waiting for orders, Captain.
If we can take out the recon actually and blind the first SS, that's a really good thing to be able to do.
Yes, sir.
I mean, if my mortars actually want to hit the target, that'd be nice.
Do you have a target, sir? War Daddy to Red Leader.
The closer the Stugs get as well, the more chance there is for us to take it out.
Ready, sir? Another one.
Okay, that's good.
Guns primed and ready.
Keep trying to pin down these infantry squads.
Need a lift?
Maybe I could push 2 AT guns through there. I might just have this one go through here though.
Nothing to report.
I think you can see them coming. Let's just move them behind this tree line.
What's the plan?
Then we can continue to push aggressively. It's fine. Are we in range to hit the Sturm Pioneers? We are, so we'll start hitting those now. These mortars are certainly helping us out quite a bit already.
This is where you get off. Yeah, let's hope Jerry won't catch
Right, let's unload them, and we'll just push them through.
We're listening. There are crops out there. We'll find them.
Actually, I should probably keep them in there because I need that to assist against or with the M1 gun. Yeah, see, without
I am listening, sir.
command, the M1 gun fails quite badly.
Gun ready.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. We're going to have to move back with that now.
Need some extra firepower.
Make sure we're targeting that enemy mortar.
I know a shortcut. Ready, sir.
I'll bring in another M4 to this right side. I'm also going to bring in another command to go with that.
Everybody out. Let's go, guys.
So what I want to do,
Gun ready.
these on return fire.
The oven is ours.
I'm going to move my M4A1 to the right side.
Need a lift? Saluting the captain makes him a target for the Germans.
Fine.
Roger.
Scouts need to run.
Where do you need us?
We're losing a lot of ground here.
Waiting for orders, Captain.
Need to like double mortar those.
Smash the entire area.
Come on. M1 gun, please.
Waiting for orders.
Maybe this M1 gun can do it. I mean, we'll hit eventually, it's fine. There we go. Okay. Reduce the risk of RNG by having loads of AT guns, guys. That's what you're learning today.
Ready.
Oh, just wow.
Radio check, red 1 through
Okay.
over.
Wow, that zoomed in a long way.
10-4.
I am having troubles with my mouse at the moment, so if I do randomly zoom in like that, it isn't on purpose.
Your head's down, damn it. Waiting for orders, Captain. 10 degrees up. Fire. Ready, sir?
I'm going to try and push across the open here.
At your orders, sir.
Okay.
Need some extra eyes, sir. Я не немец, не стреляй. At your orders. Let's go, guys. War Daddy to Red Leader. I am listening.
Go on, mortars. Hit your marks.
Reading you 5. Going hunting. Artillery at your orders. Smash the entire area. Nice shooting, gunner.
That's a Kubel MG going down.
Sir.
Not too bad.
Ready to pound them, sir.
Get that Volksdeutsche. We'll also get the scout or the Scot to come over. That is fine. We are into phase B now, so I can bring in the M4A376s, which will allow me to deal with the Stugs. Although they are going to, of course, have the access to Panthers. That is something. I'm going to move the M3A1 half-track to the 3.9 here. Oh, okay, now they've brought in some command.
Drop 200. 6 rounds. Over.
Move back the
Faster on road.
M21.
Reading you 5.
Okay, that was a good hit.
10 degrees up. Fire.
Oh shit, don't want to move my Scot that far forwards.
Ready to fire. It's gonna blow.
That is fine.
Attention! Get ready to engage. We're listening.
We're going to try and push around the corner here with the M4A1 and the half-track. That
Roger that.
GMC needs to move all the way back.
Taxi ready.
And we'll bring in the second M4A376.
You want it, I got it. We'll find them and we'll kill them.
Okay, next up we need engineers to kill these Volksdeutsche.
Coming to report.
Nice damage being done. Yeah, just in general playing conservative, nice spongy defense. Falling back instead of like just losing units for no reason. That's like the main thing that I'm doing here. All about being a big sponge. Move back that M21.
Ready to pound them, sir. I have a bad feeling.
Okay, we need some decent infantry now, so we'll bring in one of those and two of those since that's what I can afford. That's the Volksdeutsche dealt with. Let's have the command. Actually, move this command over. Makes more sense. Yeah, we're killing off the Volksdeutsche. Slowly but surely. It's good. And you can see that he's being forced to fall back because of the push from the M4A376. But if he has invested in AT and I don't know about it, that would be pretty rough right now. If I can get a cheeky shot onto the Stug. Going to be some recon, I assume. Oh, never mind, it was a grenadier unit. It's okay. Go on, M4. There we go. Nice. Angles, boys. So we're using the M4A3 here to cover that angle as the Stug falls back. Stug is going to get into cover, which kind of sucks. But we can move over to the right side here and continue the fire. It's fine. We'll just move forwards again, take another shot. If he hit me then, that would have been very unfortunate. But we should be good now. Yeah, it's falling back. Hopefully it will fall back in line of sight. With any luck. We'll actually hit it and kill it. Or not. it's just ludicrous. Alright, that's another Stug that we might be able to kill. Don't quite have line of sight. Unfortunate. Right. We not doing too well in terms of luck today. That is for sure. The amount of bounces is pretty ludicrous, but at least we can move the scouts through here. I've got another unit of scouts on the way, so we can get them up soon. We can grab in maybe Pool to like accompany the M4A1. Come on. Don't get the other Panzerfaust off. Okay, nice. Right. Move up the AT guns here. I wasn't happy about that, but I guess some luck goes in my favour.
As you command, sir.
Okay, and there's the AT gun. That's what I was worried about. Well, there goes an M4A376. Sucks. Right, we're only 2 minutes until phase C, and considering everyone else is seemingly doing okay, we should be fine. Should be nice. Okay. Well, there comes the rockets. Let's move the armored leader over.
Sugar Charlie 3. Say again. Go back.
Where is that going? I have no idea. I need to make sure that's not in line of sight. It doesn't look like it is at the moment. Which is good. Okay, let's move through here. Need the half tracks to move around. That mortar needs to hit that tree line. Oh, that was a direct hit. Nice. We'll start moving forwards with the scouts again. Good. I am very worried about a panther turning up. We haven't had to deal with one yet. Going to bring in the Calliope though.
Ready to take command, sir. At your orders. Red 6, mounted up. Give us a clear line of sight.
Where's that firing at? Okay, it's firing to the right.
Gun ready.
A weapon jam the 232, that's nice.
Start pushing. Yes. Fire. Smash them.
And one gun got hit by that artillery.
For fire coordinates.
Sucks. But it is what it is. Now these AT guns are going to get slammed as well.
Let's get out of here.
Yeesh.
I have nothing else planned for this afternoon. Smash the entire area.
Can I get into range, I wonder?
I want to go home. Medic. Sir, yes, sir. Radio check, red 1 through 6. Over. Rockets primed. We'll go.
Right, there goes the Panther. Oh, the 17 pounder took out the Stug. Nice job there by Killer to make that happen. Make sure that we're hitting the Pack 40. If I can kill that, that'd be fantastic.
Gun ready. I love it. So many positive waves.
Oh, the bailout onto the Panther G.
Sugar
Oh, it's nasty.
for Charlie 3. Say again.
It's very nasty. Let's get aggressive. Because if the Panther's dead, he's not going to have much to defend after it.
I am in
Bummer.
charge here.
On the Pack 40.
Yes, sir. I love it. So many positive waves. Where are we headed?
Another Panther? No, that's the Stug. Okay. We're good.
Fire. We're hit bad.
My Calliope's in trouble. How is that almost dead? That's ridiculous. Nice save though by Mystical with his bomber. Should help us out for now.
Over. Jerry's dead. On the road again. We're operational.
Right, can I mortar the Panzerjägerstück? I'm not sure I'm in range.
We're rolling. Grab some AP rounds. Just in case. We have men down.
Let's have the Scott go out in the open. On the right side here. And we'll have the scout continue to move forwards. Well, this is a really easy target for artillery, so let's continue to move forwards. Oh, there's some off-map coming down. Of course it's going to hit my 3-star AT gun straight bang in the face. But we are up and rolling now. Just got to make sure that my Calliope hits the mark. Want to make sure it hits something important. I'm not sure exactly what I want to go for.
Best job I ever had. We're operational. We're rolling. Roger. Search and destroy. I need a bandolier.
Move away with the engineers. Hopefully I can get the grenade down.
Carried away, sir.
I'm just pushing forwards aggressively here with the half tracks.
There's but to do and die.
Just smash that area with a Calliope. It seems
Nothing to report.
like the right thing to do.
Take care. Roger. Search and destroy.
Panther G recovered.
Direct hit.
Okay, that's the MG dealt with.
Fire. Smash 'em.
Now put shells towards the Stug.
Ready to fire, sir. Nice shooting, gunner.
Okay, good.
At your
My M4A3 took out that unit on the right side. We can continue to push forwards very nicely.
Move out. Scatter formation.
Let's use some rockets onto that Pack 40.
4th of July. Awaiting orders.
And what I'm going to do actually is move the M5 gun over to the right side so that it has line of sight onto that Panzer IV if it tries to do anything aggressively.
Roger.
But yeah, you can see that we were now breaking back. This is very much a standard kind of third armored game where you have to conserve as many units as you can early on and then try and make ground later on. We do need to smoke this off. So let's go ahead and do that.
Orders, Captain. Back up, back up. What's the plan? Roger.
And I'm going to make sure that my Calliope hits that
Fight the 4th of
Pack
July.
40.
Reading you 5. Berlin is right this way. Fire!
Gonna get my scouts to go grenade that Opel Blitz.
This is a story you will tell to your grandchildren.
Come on, M4A3. Don't bounce on me like that.
Salvo ready to fire, sir.
Oh, the bailout. Are you having a laugh?
We got it.
That is unfortunate.
Guys, ready for
Can't even see it anymore.
reverse driver. Guns primed and ready.
Okay, well. Or if that's gonna save my M4A3, but we'll definitely need supply to come in and fix that up.
Do you have a target, sir? Radio check, red 1 through 6. Over. Fire! Engine is running. We're waiting. Kameraden, das war's.
Okay, he just fired. We're gonna get the shot into his side armor. Easy done. There we go. Oh, that was lucky. Nice kill onto the Panther D. Just took out 2 Panthers there. Perfect.
We're operational.
Off map's hurting, that's for sure. Did one of my
Ready to fire.
M21s died to that off map? Sucks.
Engine is running. We're waiting.
Oh well.
Serpentine.
We've made back a lot of ground here, which is good. I just need to make sure that that's still smoked off until the supply gets here.
Full throttle.
Let's go full offensive now. We'll grab the jumbos in. I'll grab a command tank to go with those, and we're going to need some more infantry to push aggressively. So, go for engineers for the left side here. There is still a Pack 40 here somewhere,
Reading you 5.
but I'm hoping I can bring across the armored elementary rifles and we can work with those.
Marching formation.
Let's just fall back here.
Recon team, ready.
Well, the Scott in a pretty good position there actually to cover.
We're rolling. Ryan, get down. On the road again. Yes, sir. Let's get the hell out of here.
Okay.
Baker 5, ready.
We spotted the AT gun. There it is. Need to make sure that I take that out.
Stop.
We'll try and reload the Calliope with the GMC. As soon as this one's done, I'll have it go back to where it was.
We're being overrun.
Okay.
Where do you want it?
Yeah, we can go back to that other one. It's fine. I'll have this one continue to push aggressively.
Away. Attention! Fall back. Retreat. At your orders.
Let's have this scouts move forwards. I do need some more recon to compensate for the stuff I've lost.
Careful.
Let's go for these M3 scouts. They do come in with 50 cals. We could also probably use an M8 for some of the close range engagements. 11 minutes left. I could probably start investing in some AA actually, because I feel like that's what's going to be coming in to take us out. We've been pretty lucky on that front so far, but a very concerted effort on the ground from death charges. What's been working for him so far, rather than investing into the Ju-87. Let's get some more mortar fire down. Make sure this is just straight up dead.
Yes, sir. Berlin is right this way. GI is ready for battle.
They have to be very careful about the 150 meter range though.
Reverse.
It's kind of awkward.
Facing the enemy. Awaiting orders.
Can't believe that still managed to fire. That's very, very unfortunate.
Serpentine. Serpentine.
Oh wow. Okay, whatever.
Your orders.
Time for the jumbos to go mad.
Where do you need us? Fire! Smash him! Shut up and listen to the captain.
Let's push a jumbo through there. Push a jumbo through there.
I'll be there soon. At your orders.
Have that attack move to the left. And we're going to be hitting stuff from all kinds of angles. Got the scouts in position. These guys can unload. Something just killed my jumbo. Is that a panther? Must be a panther, right? Yeah, it is. Let me reverse. Okay, cool.
Extra eyes, sir. I love it. So many
Poor jumbo just got absolutely wrecked.
Taxi ready. Moving.
Okay, let's bring in some AA here, just in case. Nasty off map is hitting us at the moment.
I'll lead the attack myself. Gun striped and ready.
We're gonna get off to one side. Okay, good.
Ready to pound them, sir. I am listening, sir.
I need to smoke off this gap.
Sergeant Highway's dead.
I'm not sure if we're gonna be able to hit the mark, but we'll give it a go.
Waiting for orders. Yes?
That was actually perfect. The first shot hit the mark pretty much directly, which is great. My Calliope's ready to go, more or less. Have that move up.
Anybody need ammo? I shall secure this. Yes?
Okay, let's move the scout through the tree line. We'll have a look at what's happening. Get even more scouts in here. And I'll invest in more tanks again.
Forward. Can't take much more of this.
Make sure that that's continuously smoked off.
At your orders.
Probably should have had them on return fire, but that is okay.
I heard there were tigers in this area.
Killed them off, that's good.
Reporting for duty.
Scouts are just being burnt to death.
Roger.
All in good fun.
Fire.
And we managed to make it across the river. Just about. It's been certainly an interesting game. Trying to break down the first SS. We're still not in the clear really because of all of this blooming rocket artillery.
Waiting for target. Kameraden, das war's.
Yeah, what is that? That is the Panther, I think, right? I don't really want to use that. I'd likely get killed.
Start the engine drive.
I want to hit the Nebelwerfer if I can. That would be really good. Alright, time to bring in more tanks.
Yes, sir. Serpentine! Serpentine! Rockets primed.
Be nice if my Calliope could recover from its current stress, because then I could get a really good calliope into some of these units.
Rockets primed.
I'll go for the Nebelwerfers.
Unleash hell. Shut up and listen to the captain. Going hunting. Scouts, at your orders. Move! Move! Move!
Okay, I do need to make sure that that smoke continues to be in that location. Good.
Radio check, red 1 through 6, over. Target is hit.
That's one Nebelwerfer down. Not the one I was targeting, but we got one of them.
Moving there, sir.
Changed that targeting a little bit for the last few rockets.
Waiting for orders.
The other thing I could do is just rush up a couple of M5 guns to maybe get the kills onto the Panthers. But we will see if that works out. Loads of recon this game. You guys should be so proud of me. Some solid lag coming in at the end of the game, that's for sure. That's one of the Panthers pushed all the way back. Let's go through here with the scouts. I don't know if I'm going to be able to reload that Calliope again, so we'll just move it behind the tree line. And sorry again, my mouse is messing up, so it's making me zoom in when I'm trying to scroll out. It's really counterproductive, not gonna lie. Right, that's not ideal.
Eyes open for Jerry.
Getting through this choke is just like so damn difficult.
Direct hit.
Right, that's a, yeah, direct hit. Nice. Pack 40 went down. Let's maybe hit this infantry. Maybe we can just surrender it if I mortar it. And I'll bring in another AT gun as well, just so that I can kill the tanks as we go through. One of them should be arriving soon.
Hear ya, loud and clear. Where's the cavalry? It would be bad form to arrive too early. I hear ya, loud and clear.
Okay, let's start getting across these bridges.
Need some extra firepower.
I'll just smoke forwards.
Ready, sir? We're rolling.
Need to smoke to the right, apparently.
Scouts, at your orders. Need some extra firepower. Hand me the binoculars, private.
Let's fall back.
Ready to fire.
This is going to be rough. Really rough, actually. Because if that Panther manages to get a single shot
Bandit ahead.
across into our lines, it's going to hurt.
Copy.
There could be some serious off-map coming down on our faces right now as well. That would suck as well. Okay, so let's send the M4A3s across. The Jumbos can go.
At your orders.
We need to keep these relatively close. These AA pieces.
Ready, sir. Stay on alert, men. Red 6, mounted
Okay,
up.
let's continue through. I think it's just like very low on infantry maybe, because it's not too much stopping me. Let's send an M3 scout to go see what's going on.
Awaiting orders.
Shit.
Reverse.
That smoke is disappearing. So this was the problem. I don't have any smoke left. Oh, okay, that's not the... Okay, we're quite lucky. That's not actually the Panther. But we will have to evac with that Jumbo.
Taking heavy fire.
Have this M4A3
We're listening.
come through.
Consider it done, sir. Radio check, red 1 through 6, over.
Okay, let's get this other AT gun up. Not sure what that's firing at. Let's let it fire.
Taxi ready.
Okay, well there's that. Hopefully we can get a decent shot across.
Need a lift?
Unload it there.
This is where you get off.
We'll throw the AT gun onto the Panzer IV.
Follow me, men.
On M3 gun, M5 gun, get the job done. Nice, okay, good.
Will save a gallon of blood.
This is ridiculous. This is the most, like, disconcerting effort I've ever made across a river. Like, I'm really worried the Panthers are going to destroy me any minute, but thanks to the smoke, we've managed to get across. Which is quite something. Let's just push across with everything we got.
Gun ready. Stay on alert, men.
Who knows? Maybe we will
Radio check, red.
be able to
Over.
do a lot of damage here. Kill the Nebelwerfer. Lovely. I mean, we do have the houses to kind of cover us, so that's nice. And we've killed off a couple of the artillery pieces. We just need more infantry, actually. Thinking about it. Let's not show ourselves to a Panther.
Sergeant Highway's hit. Reverse, but keep facing the enemy.
Oh, weapon jam, nice. Go on, M5 gun.
If there are crops out there, we'll find them. We're taking heavy
Okay, it's now going to get RT'd to death.
This is a story you will tell to your grandchildren.
Let's get into cover here of the orchard.
Ready for order. Yes.
This lag is pretty rough, but that is the end of the game, thank God. I think if it went on any longer, it would have got to a point where we started losing a lot of tanks. Because he was playing the sponge defense towards the end there, and I think there was a lot of Panthers on the field, but yeah, 2,220 kills to 2,045 losses in the end is not a lot, right? We haven't lost too much, we haven't killed too much for the ground that we made. Like, very interesting game, and honestly a game that is very characteristic of the Third Armoured. You got to sponge that defense early on, you start pushing back later on. It was unfortunate that we were against the first SS, because the first SS has Panthers in phase B, which are like really difficult to deal with as the third. Like, although the third's an armoured division, the only thing you have to kill like super heavy tanks is the M5 guns, like the high 3-star M5 guns, and they've got to hit the mark. If they don't, then you're kind of screwed in a lot of cases. So that's something you've really got to rely on. You can obviously bring in some Air Force with the third and try and work that way, but I much prefer to just have a bunch of Mustangs if I'm getting overly harassed in the skies. Well, I guess you could go for like P-38s. I might think about doing that, because you can get the P-38s with the rockets, and I guess if you had a couple of them, you could maybe pin down a tank and then sort of rush it with your M4s and stuff. But yeah, the Jumbos, they're very lackluster. The M4A376s are your main sort of power, but against Panthers at maximum range, they're not going to do too much. So that's where the smoke really came in handy to get across the river. In the end though, fantastic game. Death Charge put up a great fight. We both had luck in our favour one way towards the beginning of the game. I was bouncing his stugs all over, which was really sad, unfortunately. But then we managed to get one back on him. I can't remember quite what happened, but yeah, there we go. Kills, M4A1 did relatively well. The M21s, they didn't find too many kills themselves, but they did certainly do a lot of damage to many infantry squads, and they helped pin down things like the PaK-40 there and so on. The Calliope ended up killing a Nebelwerfer in the end. Didn't do too much. These are more for just pinning the Calliope. You can actually use, I guess, double Calliope if you wanted to overrun some Panthers, but due to the terrain, I couldn't really make that happen. The M4A376 here, that really good actually, taking out Panther G and a Panzerjägerstug. That is a couple of very nice kills for an M4A376. Got Pool in there, doing some damage, and the M4A376 here with the IG-18 and the Nebelwerfer. So yeah, it could have been better, but I think considering we were up against the 1st SS, which is a very top tier division at the moment, we did as well as we probably could have on a map such as Odon, trying to get across that river with the 3rd Armoured. So that's pretty much the story of the game. I really enjoyed it though, like having to sort of dance around the Panthers was quite something. That's all for now. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.